Live from Carrollton, Georgia, we have some Thursday night high school lacrosse action for you as the Carrollton Trojans will be taking on the East Paulding Raiders. The Trojans are winners of 3 out of 5, while the Raiders have lost 3 consecutive games. Carrollton looks to find continued success, while East Paulding looks to get back in the win column.
Starting for the Trojans tonight in goal, number 20, Chris Cuff. Number 29, John Dressander. Number 30, Carter Johnson. Number 37, Nate Moore. Number 22, Ben Bryan. Number 27, Ben Carter. Number 10, Jackson Cruz. Number 35, Ross Cassfelder. Number 17, Dylan Nicolaitis. And number 18, Michael Morgan.
At the face-off X to start for Carrollton will be Jackson Cruz. He has been getting a majority of the face-offs the last few games for the Trojans. Facing off for the Raiders will be Hunter Rowland, a sophomore. Number 41, Carrollton is in the all-white. East Paulding is in the all-black. This is an area game for both teams. And we are underway. Rowland rakes it and he gets the ball. East Paulding will have it on offense. East Paulding is coached by Art Carty. Carrollton is coached by Mike Mason and Mike Mutzel. A hard check from Jackson Cruz. East Paulding struggling with possessing the ball right now. It is currently cloudy and the rain is on the way. It's only a matter of time before it gets here, so the weather will be a factor in this game. East Paulding looks a little bit nervous with the ball right now, and that's going to be a long pass across the field. Carter Johnson has a chance at it. He can't get it. Carrollton is out of position. A shot, wild and off target. East Paulding backs it up. They look a little bit anxious on this first possession. They try to get a quick restart. The refs will blow the whistle and put them in the alley. Starting at long pole for Carrollton, Nate Moore, Sean Dressander, and Carter Johnson. At midfield right now, Jackson Cruz, Ben Carter, and Ben Bryan. So Carrollton has 4 long poles on the field. A double team. East Paulding tried to feed the crease. Defensively, Carrollton has struggled a lot guarding the crease as Jackson Cruz is pressuring this ball. He's all the way out at the 40-yard line, and he gets beat. Carter takes a bad angle, a shot, saved by Cuff.
Nice save by goalie Chris
A huge
Cuff.
save to start this game. Jackson Cruz pressured the ball way outside. He's got to be careful when he does that, and he's going to run into a wall of 2 East Paulding players. Ben Bryan gets the ground ball, and he loses his stick for a moment. A hard check from him. The checks are being thrown hard and often in this game so far. Ben Carter gets the ground ball. He's got Cassfelder wide open. He loses it. It's still down. Now we have a whistle. That will be a failure to advance on Carrollton. Their first turnover, as they could not clear that ball. They have struggled clearing it in recent games. They've been very inconsistent with them. They will have some very good clears and some bad ones like that one. Less than 10 minutes to go. The score is still 0-0. On defense, Carrollton needs to communicate, focus on the crease, as that's where they have given up the majority of their goals this season. They need to know when they are sliding. The second and third slides as East Paulding tries to feed the crease again. There is nothing there. They got away with one. On the feed that time was Stefan Manuel, a junior attackman. We will have a drive. Carter gets beat. Cruz throws a check, and Cuff saves it off his leg. The rebound bounces over the goal. Carrollton's defense has got to tighten up right now as Chris Cuff has made 2 and 3 great saves so far. As Carrollton is just getting beat one-on-one. On ball now is Dressander. He definitely has a size advantage on Manuel. Wide open up top, a shot, and another save for Chris Cuff as he went falling to the ground. Dressender will try to clear it. That was Cole Brown who took the last 2 shots for East Paulding, and he had 2 great looks. 3 shots for East Paulding, and Cuff has got 3 saves. 1 shot went over the goal. Carrollton will have it on offense, and they settle it down for the first time. And it is very windy out right now. Coming around X was Michael Morgan. He was wide open, could not make the catch. And now East Paulding will throw this one out of bounds. Terry LaCroix was looking for his goalie, Haddon Paris, and he completely missed him. Carrollton gets it back on offense. Carrollton has won 3 out of 5 games, while East Paulding has lost 3 games in a row. A shot from way outside from Schilling, saved by the goalie, Paris, who went to his knees to make that one. That was a hard shot from Schilling. A little bit long on the shot, though. But he was open. East Paulding attempting to clear this one. This ball is down off of the dropped pass. A good box out from Moore. And Austin Waldrop comes out with it. He's on the sidelines, and he's got 3 Raiders all over him. He's going to get it to Jackson Cruz. Jackson Cruz is definitely the best shooter that Carrollton has. He likes doing that behind-the-back fake. And now he's going to shoot it and score with an absolute bullet. He got it past Paris, and Carrollton takes the 1-0 lead. Jackson Cruz took that ball. He had Cole Brown on him, faked the behind-the-back pass, drove and absolutely ripped that shot top left, and Paris could not catch up to it. Facing off now will be Cipolla, his first face-off attempt of the game. He has seen a lot of action at the face-off X this season. He does get a lot of face-off violations on holding, so he needs to be careful with that. His strategy is to never go for the clamp, but to go for the ground ball, and he gets a holding call on this one. The sophomore gets a few of those a game. He's got to clean those up. Ben Bryan is out of position from the start. He almost checked that ball out, as Carrollton is being very aggressive on defense, as that was one of the keys for them, but they have to be smart with it. They have been getting beat ISO, so we will see if they will stay in man or go zone. East Paulding will substitute. Carrollton will mark up, and they are going man. A shot from outside, off target. That was Herring, the sophomore, into the game, and he took a shot right away. Now Manuel has it at X. Carrollton is going zone now. This is the first time this game we have seen it. Some games they go with their zone for most of the game, and some they use it sparingly. And East Paulding is going to throw this one away. Will it get past midfield? No, it will not. Xavier Reese has a great look at the ground ball. He's got to attack that. He had a great look at it. He did not attack it. He was hesitant with it, and he did not come away with it. On the ground balls, you are going to get hit, so you might as well get hit and get the ball, then get hit and not get the ball. And he got hit but did not get the ball on that one, as he was very hesitant. As a team, Carrollton has got to attack ground balls more. It's not just Xavier Reese, as we saw right there. A drive. Ben Bryan went for that behind-the-back check again, and he will force a bad pass. This will get past midfield, and that will be an over and back. Good defense from Ben Bryan, as Kruzlik, the senior midfielder for East Paulding, threw that one away. That will be a delay of game call on Carrollton. An interesting call from the ref there. You will usually see a warning before the actual delay of game call. The ref was not very patient with Castleter. It looked like Castleter could not find the ball on the sidelines, as there are no balls on the sidelines. All the balls are in the end zones, so an interesting call from the ref there. That's the first delay of game call we have seen in any game this season on Carrollton or the visiting team. So back on defense, Carrollton will go. They will stay in their zone. Chris Cuff has been great in the goal thus far. And East Paulding continues to work it. We have not seen a lot of movement from East Paulding. Their shots have come off ISOs, and they will go ISO again. 18, and Black has it up top. A good check from Xavier Reese, and he threw that shot off. That was Herring with the shot, his second of the game. Both have been off of the cage. The senior up top has it. Now Herring back to the senior Kruzlik. He's going to feed wide open to the middle of the field. That shot missed to the right. That was Justin Smith, who was wide open in the middle of the zone. That is where you want to attack the zone, and Carrollton has got to be aware of that. The heads have to be on a swivel, and they have to communicate. A shot from way outside, and wow, what a shot from Kruzlik, and he will tie it up for East Paulding. We are now tied at 1. As when Carrollton goes zone, the shots can come from a closer range, as Kruzlik had time, room, and he finished with the shot. It will be interesting to see if Carrollton decides to go back with their man, or if they will stay in zone. 4:42 to go in the first, and we are tied. Jackson Cruz will face off now. And Jackson Cruz wins the clamp, gets the ground ball, and Carrollton will be back on offense. Cruz is going to push the pace, and Cruz scores another one. Another sidearm shot, top shelf. He got that one past Paris. And Paris is not happy with himself. And that was a quick response from the Trojans. Seconds after Kruzlik tied it up for East Paulding, Jackson Cruz gets his second goal on his second shot to give Carrollton the 2-1 lead. Back to the face-off. X Cruz is facing off, and he will go against Roland this time. Then Bryan gets this ground ball, and he will try and clear it. Can he? He's going to one-hop it to Schilling. Wide open is Cruz, and Jackson Cruz is going to have a look at this one from way outside. Paris saved that one. Castleter the rebound, and he finishes with the bounce shot. Hip side off of Paris. And Carrollton scores back-to-back goals within 25 seconds of one another. And East Paulding will take their first time out of the game, as they do not want this one to get out of hand. 4:19 to go in the first, and Carrollton leads East Paulding 3-1. Coming out of the timeout, East Paulding will look to rebound and try and win possession here, as Jackson Cruz has 2 goals already for Carrollton. And he set up that last goal by Castleter by being aggressive. He got a shot, and Castleter got the rebound. Cruz has it, and this time he will settle it down as he got doubled for a moment. Carrollton is winning faceoffs here early, and that is a recipe for success. Ben Carter driving. He's got Castleter open. If he skips it, he spins a shot, and he finds it with the bounce shot. Carrollton, back-to-back-to-back goals. The lead is now 3.
Number 27 with a goal for the Trojans.
Carrollton is making a statement early in this game. They are being very aggressive offensively with their shots. And they take a 3-goal lead as the rain begins to fall here in Carrollton, Georgia. We do expect it to pick up and be very heavy. It's not too heavy right now. And back to the face-off X we go. East Paulding needs to win a face-off. Cruz wins the clamp and he's going to push it behind him. Once again, Carrollton did not attack that ground ball, but Nate Moore will come up with it. He circles back and finds Chris Cuff in the goal. Cuff makes a long pass on the money. Wide open was Ben Bryan, who was very consistent every game for the Trojans. Now he's going to drive, gives off to Michaelitis. Michaelitis was a little bit in between on that catch right there as the pass was to his chest. And now Paris will begin to break for East Paulding, and they will try and clear it. With it is Foster. He gives to Manuel. And East Paulding finally has it offensively. They will look to slow it down and look for Brown, who has it right now, 47 with the orange gloves. Look for him to go ISO. And he will take it up top. And he's going to take it all the way to the 44-yard line. And he's letting everyone know he's taking this ball. On him is Cruz. Cruz tries to force him left. A good body from Jackson Cruz. This ball is down. And Brown has it at the 49. Carrollton is way outside the box. Ben Bryan and Xavier Reese both missed on those checks. And not sure what happened, but Jackson Cruz took a tumble. Carrollton is way out of position right now. The fake, driving a shot off the pipe. That was Cruzlick. He deked out the Carrollton defender with a little shoulder dip and then drove in, got a good look. East Paulding has gotten some very good looks here in this game. They could easily have 3 or 4 goals with Carrollton, but Chris Cuff has made some very nice saves, and that shot from Cruzlick, who has a goal, went off the pipe. Manuel is looking to go to work on the bigger man, Dressender. Manuel, the shot. He can't connect. He got a lot on that shot, though. East Paulding is playing very quickly. This is Carrollton's 3rd game in 4 days, and they are going back-to-back as they just played Union Grove last night. East Paulding has not played in 9 days. So it will be interesting to see if fatigue becomes a factor in this game, as East Paulding definitely has the fresher legs. Luckily for Carrollton, they took care of business against Union Grove yesterday. They got their backup some playing time, and their starters got some rest, especially with the thin midfield that they have. Now Xavier Reese has it. He spins past Cruzlick. Manuel checks him in the back. And Xavier Reese finds the middle of the field. He loses it and goes down. Paris has it out of the goal. He throws it right to Castleter. The goal is open, and Castleter, and that's saved by Paris. A jumping save. Acrobatic stop from him. Wow, what a save. He's going to sling this one down the field. Daniels makes the catch. A hard check. And now Reese puts Daniels on the turf. And we got a flag down. Very physical play from both teams in this first quarter. 1:07 to go. And East Paulding will go man up for the first time. That was a cross check, and I believe Reese got called for it because it did look like he extended some. He would have gotten away with it had he not extended, as the rain is really beginning to fall and fall hard here at Grisham Stadium. The fans bundle up. The umbrellas are out. Less than a minute to go now in the first. A great first quarter for Carrollton thus far. They are man down. They can survive this man down. That will be impressive. They just need to force outside shots right here. Manuel rips it, and Manuel sneaks that one past Cuff. And just like that, East Paulding has the lead back down to 2 as Manuel scored, and scored very quickly on the man up. 45.5 seconds to go in the first. Jackson Cruz has gotten every face-off except for one for the Trojans, and he has been winning them, so you will expect to see him continue to get them. He wins another one, but can he get the ground ball? Misses it twice. Now he gets it. Behind the back pass to Ben Bryant. Ben Bryant needs to push the pace, and he does in an inaccurate pass to Dylan Michaelitis, and that will be a turnover on the Trojans. Jackson Cruz will sub out, and also subbing out for East Paulding will be their face-off specialist, 39, Jaden Boncour. And Jackson Cruz will actually stay on, and Ben Bryant forces the turnover. He's got Michael Morgan wide open. He needs to make that pass right away. If he hit him, Morgan would have had a clear shot at the goal. Jackson Cruz from outside, saved by Paris. Right into the stick of Morgan. 9.4 seconds to go, and Morgan throws it away. The passing has not been great from Carrollton in the last minute or two. Not sure if that's because of the rain, as the sticks will throw differently in the rain. And a good check from Morgan. This ball is down, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. Carrollton has handled East Paulding thus far, but they only have a 2-goal lead. Jackson Cruz has been on fire in this game, and he will look to continue that as we go into the second quarter. We will be right back.